Good evening, the great people of Biafra. Good evening, the great people of Africa. And good afternoon, good morning, depending on your place of domicile. It is another new edition of enlightenment. But today we are going to be showing you something that is very, very crucial because it is not a lot of people who will understand. Even if you have come across this information, you might not make sense of this information, but we are going to categorically analyze it for you tonight because it is very, very important for you to be informed. It is very, very important. And before we proceed, make sure that the grounders make sure that ESN is being supported. Make sure you support ESN. Make sure you support ESN. They are the ground savior of the Biafra land. They are the ground savior of the Biafra land. Make sure you support them. Without ESN, there will be no Biafra land today. Without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu innovation of ESN, of creating ESN, there will be nothing like Biafra land today. What is happening in Plateau State, what is happening in Jos, what is happening in the north, it was going to be double, if not for ESN. Let's support ESN as much as we can. Let's support them. I welcome you, the great people of Africa, because this information, it concerns everybody that is here in Africa. It concerns every Pan-African because it is very, very important. We are not going to fold our arms. We are not going to allow this enemy to keep toiling with our lives because there is something I am going to show you. Where I have a lot of things to show you, but we are going to do a few of them this night, and tomorrow we are going to continue. But first of all, let's go to the case of the Benue State government. Let's go to the case of Benue State government. We are also coming back to the man in Aso Rock, and I am going to lastly show you what exactly is happening. The force that is very, very interested in the Nigeria now, as it stands now, there is a nation that is going up to very interested in Nigeria because you guys believe that only British. You guys believe it is only British. It is not only British. But now I am going to make it clear to you. Make sure you share this video. As you are joining us, make sure you bring in others to join. Make sure you bring in others to join. It is very, very important message because information is very, very important. Now, first of all, I want to play a video for you. Before I want to just be playing the video, then I will be analyzing the video so that I would not take much of your time because we need to be
Mr.
real
President,
quick.
which is devoid of simple decency and respect required of a younger person, both in age and official government hierarchy. Democracy or no democracy, the hallmark of values in Africa, and particularly in Nigeria, are hinged on respect for age and authority. Many other governors in Nigeria are affected by various cases of insecurity, but none has ever used such uncouth, belligerent, and provocative language to insult our president or cast aspersion on his government and integrity. We are ashamed to be identified as Benue State citizens, where his governor speaks in gutter language like a tout and has no respect to superior authorities.
Do you know why they are? Do you know why they are channeling all their energy on Governor Autumn? The reason why they are channeling all their energy on Governor Autumn is nothing but because he gave a message that is real. He gave a message that has touched the status quo of Nigeria. Do you know that the only time a person is going to a guilty person is going to react so quickly to a criticism is when the person who is criticizing them is speaking something that is very, very true, is speaking divine. You see, this guy, he's actually from Middle Belt. He's actually from Benue State. If it is a Middle Belt, this guy, but instead of applauding the governor who was bold enough, because he made mention that there is no other governor, even though this thing of insecurity affected the whole governors in Nigeria, affected the whole state in Nigeria, yet no governor has the balls to stand up to condemn or to speak to the president in the language that the president will pay attention to. None of them did so. None of them did so. And if eventually any of them, those from the southeast, whom they like to sell their rights, they love to sell themselves for pittance, they could not have the boldness Governor Autumn has, that he came and say it as it is. That's the reason why this man, he might be opposition party, believe in 2023 he will get a slot, but he does not know that there will be no 2023, because the many things that is, many forces are ready for Nigeria. Many forces are ready for Nigeria. And I am going to show you, and I will explain it to you. Let's continue to pay attention to this guy. Then I will bring you a response message from a wise man, from a man who has woken up to the knowledge of the truth, from a man who knows that the truth is the only thing that will set him free in this present situation in the zoological republic known as Nigeria. We are going to expose a lot to you tonight. Make sure you share this video as we continue.
We train children to seek honor and imbibe egalitarian values in which the dignity of individuals, older or younger, are respected. We cannot tolerate such rude, irresponsible, and uncivilized acts from the leadership of our state. Hence, we condemn it totally. It is most disturbing that President Muhammadu Buhari has never publicly insulted or undermined the office and person of the governor of Benue State, or any other state for that matter. Talk less of joining issues with Governor Autumn's postulation about his instant amalgamation of Nigeria. As far as we know, the President has delivered on his obligations to the governor and people of Benue State by
Pay attention to his lie. President has delivered his obligation to the people of Benue State, but yet the Fulani headsman, the brother to the president, the sibling to the so-called president, who is the mask wearer in Aso Rock, which I am going to give you some glimpse of what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been crying for. I am going to give you a glimpse of it. So make sure you share this video. This man is a Judas. This man is a sellout. That's the reason why he is fighting. He is attacking the governor who stood up for him, for his security, for the security of people of Benue State, because he wants a slot for 2023. He wants a slot for 2023. I wonder who is going to vote for him. That is the reason why he is coming here like a Judas, destroying or painting what all the good work that Mr. Orton did for Benue State. But we are going to expose him tonight. We are going to expose you tonight.
Ensuring regular and prompt releases of states and local government monthly federation allocations, all which amount to about 500 billion naira.
Pay attention.
Since Otom's assumption of office as governor on the 29th of May, 2015.
Now let's go back. Let's see the throwback video. The throwback video. You pay attention to a humble man. You pay attention to a person who loves his people. A person who loves his people. It's not those compromised leaders that you see in the southeast. It's not those compromised leaders in the likes of Hope Uzodinma. It is not those people. And I will tell you the reason why you see a lot of tank moving down to Imo State. I will tell you the reason why those tanks were released from wherever they came from. Pay attention.
When I make attempt to see President Akume, will go there and say, look, if you allow Otom come here, you will make him popular.
Do you know the reason why they refuse to allow Governor Orton to see the president? Do you know the reason why? The reason why they refuse to allow this governor to see the president is simply because they know that this man does not lie. He does not hide the truth. This is the reason why they refuse this man from seeing the Nigeria president, governor, as the chief and the head of the security of it. Look at this man. Look carefully and pay attention to what I am about to show you now, because we are going to be showing the world exactly what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been crying for. So you need to share this video. I'm not going to waste your time a lot because I have a small meeting to attend after this broadcast. So make sure you look at this image very well. That's the reason why they will refuse him. And they give an excuse that if they allowed him to come to visit the president, that simply means they are going to be making him famous. A governor of the state who is already famous. Do you know the most important fame you will have is the love of the people? The most important fame you will have is the love of your people. They are not understanding it. They are not paying attention. I am going to show you this man. The last time Governor Orton Master visited this man, I am going to show you maybe in the year 20. No, not this one. In the year 2016, this was the condition of the man. In the year 2016, the last time probably Governor Orton visited this guy. This is the year 2016. So I am going to show you the year 2017 or the year 2018. No, not this one. This is the year 2017. Look at the condition of this man. The same man that you see today. This is the condition of this man in 2017. Check 2016 and differentiate 2016 and 2017. I hope you are paying attention. Pay very good attention. You will pick up something tonight. For those of you who are not compromised, 2016. This is 2020 or 2021, maybe 2020 years. This is how fresh a man in 2016, he is like this in 2016. It is only in Nigeria presidency that I discovered that the more people are getting old, their skin is looking younger. Even though they were old before, they were shrinking on their faces before, and today they are looking younger. I just want to ask Mr. President of Nigeria, what product are you using on your skin that is making you look so younger? Because I am very interested in that product that you are using. So let's continue. Let me show you this man in 2016. This is the same man in 2016, and this is the same man in 2020. This is the same man in 2017. 2017, you see how skinny he was in 2017. Even though this compromise started in 2017, this is the same man in 2016. This is the same man in 2020 and 2021. Is there, are you paying attention? Are you picking up anything? For those of you whom when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that there is no Buhari in Aso Rock, you are not paying attention. Let me show you the person whom this finger belongs to. This finger belongs to nobody else but the son, Yusuf. Yusuf Buhari. That's the reason why you find these fresh fingers. That's the reason why you find these fresh fingers. I never knew that someone that is very old in 2016. This is 2015 or okay, 2016. I will play this video for you while we're at it. I'm gonna play this video in 2016 for you as well. Maybe that's the last video Mr. Buhari did before he traveled to Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna play this video, but before then, let's listen to our dear truth sayer, Mr. Autumn.
So don't allow him. Because if you come and see him going and coming out, and the narrative they are saying that I saw the president, he'll be a popular person. So I don't know how he wants me to operate. And that the governor has created more security problems. And as a personal
Let's push it back a little bit so that you will understand the narrative that I just gave you. Let's push it back.
When I make attempt to see President Akume will go there and say, look, if you allow Otom come here, you will make him popular. So don't allow him. Because if you come and see him going and coming out, and the narrative they are saying that I saw the president, he will be a popular person. So I don't know how he wants me to operate. And that the governor has created more security problems, and as a personal army called the Livestock Guards to help him during elections. Tell me, am I doing election now? Can you imagine? And how is Livestock Guard personal to me? Because the Livestock Guard have been working hard. They have succeeded in stopping some of the things they would have committed if not for them. But those are the only people who they go out there and they are not armed, and now they are saying they are armed. And it's also said that I have a lot of arms, and the security men, the president should direct security men to come and search for arms.
Do you know the reason why they are accusing him of having a lot of arms? Because his state is being defended from the Fulani takeover, the Fulani army of conquest, the Fulani headsman. His state is being defended. That's why they are saying that he has a lot of arms. That's because they are not achieving what they're supposed to be achieving. Because he woke up by the preaching of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, by the enlightenment of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That's the reason why they are saying that he has a lot of arms. arms coming from where? The reason why they are exaggerating, because whenever they are not winning, taking over your land, taking over your forest, taking over your bushes, they will assume that you have a lot of arms that is stopping this Fulani headsman with AK-47, with AK-49. But you cannot even, as an individual in Nigeria, possess a 9mm pistol. But yet, the Fulani headsmen are carrying machine guns. So it means that some animals are bigger than the other animals. Therefore, some animals, their life is more important than the other animals. That's exactly what they are grading you. These Fulani headsmen, the terrorists, are allowed to carry machine guns, but you as an individual cannot even get a licensed pistol, 9mm, for yourself in Nigeria. But Fulani bush people are carrying that. What is the agenda of Nigeria government? What is the agenda? Let's pay attention.
That is trying to come and cause additional insecurity to the state. Tell me where one person has been apprehended with arms and the person said, I gave him arms. Tell me one person. Ask the security men. So I don't romance with them, and I don't use thugs for election. In 2015, I did not patronize any thug. In 2019, I did not patronize any thugs. It was the Benue people. And that is it. I have no thug anywhere. But this narrative is meant to cause confusion and also...
Let's push it a little bit faster.
Open grazing is the one that livestock guard provision was enshrined in to take care of those who are not obeying the law, and for cattle rustlers. And they have attained tremendous success in all these things. So what are they talking about? That they should disband it. It is captured in the law. Mayor Jela took me to court, and we went there. We defeated them 2 times. 2 times. That the state have the right to make law as long as it does not conflict with the provisions of the Federal Republic of Nigeria's constitution. And that is what we did. And so we won our case against me. So our people say that a wise man will not allow cold to catch him. You know, so this is the point. But I want to appreciate all of you. And for me, I'm 60 years old. When I say this, some people don't want to hear about it. Let me say this. I'm not afraid to say the truth anywhere and anyhow, anytime.
This is a man. This is a head of security of a state. This is what you called a governor. This is what you called a representative, not these people in the lives of Hope Uzodinma who is busy bringing people to kill his people. Whom are they protecting? Whom are they representing? If they cannot be brave to fight for the right of their people, if they are not able to fight for the right of their people, what are they doing there as your governor? And now they are clamoring, one Nigeria, you must vote for them 2023. This is, if there will be 2023, if there will be 2023, I will give all my support to a man like this. But unfortunately, there will be no 2023. Because before you, those who are hoping for 2023, do you know what is going to happen to you? They are giving you a false hope so that you will channel your energy on waiting for 2023. I keep saying it and I will not get tired of saying it. Until 2023, you will discover it, that they are putting you on, they are placing you in your comfort zone, aiming at 2023 while they are busy colonizing you, while they are busy taking over your land. Because what is going to happen, what is happening in Nigeria now, is exactly the same thing that happened 21 years ago in Afghanistan. It happened 21 years ago in Afghanistan. I want you to follow the history of Afghanistan, how it started and what happened there. And then you will go through the same speech of Joe Biden. He spoke yesterday in the media, and you will hear exactly what is going on. But let's finalize this before we move into another thing.
Whether it sounds good in some people's ears or not, it's not insult. It's saying the truth as it is. But if you have something superior to what I'm saying, please advance it. I will apologize to you when you prove to me that I'm wrong. So on this matter, I cannot do it. You have encouraged me. You elected me. The Benue people have been good to me, from being local government chairman to various positions in the party to minister to now governor, and not just once, 2 times. What else can I say? So, because of what you have done, I'm not the only son in Benue State. You have done this to me. So me, I'm ready. And because you have stood with me, I have no reason. Just like Esther in the Bible. I want to end this by saying, just like Esther in the Bible, whom Haman had planned to destroy his people. And when Mordecai called on her and spoke to her, he said that, look, I will go before the king, though it's at the risk of my life. If I come back, fine. But if I perish, I perish. And so nobody should intimidate me. I remain committed to leading my people and also standing with the people. There is no way, as our leader said, how do you want me? Even when I'm on top of my wife and I remember the people who are in that DP camp. Go flat. All politics is local. Yeah. I challenge Akume to come to Benue State and call stakeholders and do that press conference. He's doing, I ask for their consent. That is the point. We talk about Otom stole 500 billion. Is it 500?
I think that's the end of the video. So, as I was saying, have you seen the evidence of a good leadership? Have you seen the evidence of a good leadership? A truthful man who knows that his people comes first. The security of his land comes first. His identity comes first. So, but we must continue. We must continue. There is something I want to show you. Let's move on to something else before we come back to the man in Aso Rock. I want you to pay attention to this image that I'm showing you right now. I want you to pay attention. I know many of you will only be seeing United States flag. Many of you might be seeing only United States flag. You are not going to see the green, white, green next to the United States flag. I'm going to explain this to you, and I will show you the reason why I am saying this. In several preparation, are underway for the induction of the 29 super Tucanos by President Muhammad Buhari tomorrow. Okay, this was yesterday, maybe. So, but this Tucano is being bought in America. Even though American government, American people, they understood the security challenges that is happening in Nigeria, and they know releasing this tank, they are not going to use it to fight the real culprit. They are not going to use it to fight the real criminal, the real terrorist. They are going to use it to fight the people who believe in self-determination. They are going to use it to fight the indigenous people of Biafra. And yet, they saw, if you see a video circulating, how they were trooping these tanks into Imo State. They were taking this tank into Imo State. Tell me, in Imo State, in Jos, in Plateau, in those places where people are being killed, where people are being disposed from their homes, where people are being the roads are being barricaded, and then people are being burnt alive in the vehicle where they are traveling on. In this same place, there is no armored car, there is no Tucano, there is no these things being deployed to these areas. The only place you find these Tucanos being deployed in a truck is in Imo State, in Biafra land. Why is that so? Why is it so important that this Tucano must go to Biafra land? Why is the United States government, under the leadership of Joe Biden, giving Nigeria a Tucano to use to fight her people? Because United States government, you are well aware that this government in Aso Rock is not the government that people supported in 2015. And you are well aware of the Fulanization agenda of Nigeria. You are well aware of the Fulanization agenda. And yet you are releasing this Tucano to Nigeria to go and use it to fight innocent people, because you always know that they never engage themselves to a fight that they're supposed to engage themselves into. Rather, they will use this to kill innocent Nigeria. I am going to show you the reason why I am saying this. I am going to show you because when I am telling you, while you are at it, I want you to see the history of Afghanistan 21 years ago. I want you to see the history of Afghanistan 21 years ago, and you check what is happening in Nigeria now, and you will be able to give yourself a full answer to what you've been looking for. For those of you who are clamoring for one Nigeria, when I tell you that what is coming to Nigeria is going to be bigger than that, bigger than Nigeria itself, the people who are quite interested in Nigeria now is going to increase, because apparently Afghanistan is being taken over. Afghanistan, they have 1,300 resources. America have lost the battle in Afghanistan. British, whom Afghanistan was given to 21 years ago, have lost the battle in Afghanistan. So where is the next target? Where is the next place that America and British are going to use to replace Afghanistan land and the resources that you found in Afghanistan? Let me show you something. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you share this video, because this video must go to the people in the United States, because they must know that we know what they are planning. They must understand that we know what they are planning, because they always come as if they come in peace. They always come as if they are having your interest at hand. They never have your interest at hand. Do you know the reason why they never have your interest at heart? The only thing they are thinking about is something that will make them greater, something that will make them to be able to compete with China, something that will make them to be able to compete with this new growing world power. Because without Afghanistan, they cannot lose Nigeria. You are going there protesting, doing all sort of things you are doing, believing that you are gonna get help from these people. You are not going to get help from these people. There is something the book of Ecclesiastes say: will a wicked man change from their evil ways? The Bible say, nay, as an iron rusted, so as their wickedness, because a wicked man can never change. They will be wicked until death. Do you see what the headlines here? Nigeria cannot end up like Afghanistan. US envoy say Nigeria cannot end up like Afghanistan. Why are they comparing Nigeria with Afghanistan today? Do you know why? Because Afghanistan is being lost, and the American government right now is looking for how to replace what they have been achieving from Afghanistan. Afghanistan 21 years ago was given to Britain to control. When the rebellion, when this Taliban were increasing in their power, America's soldiers went and packed all their military equipment in Afghanistan in order to say that they are fighting the Taliban. They were fighting the Taliban. But when the Taliban rose up, because remember that this Taliban that rose up is not only those people that you've called Taliban. There is a lot of big first world country that is behind them, that is supporting those people. But that is not what I'm going to mention, because it doesn't concern what is going on in Africa. It does not concern what is going on in Nigeria right now, because our focus is now to focus on what is going on in Nigeria. Because the only thing that you need to understand, that whenever you start seeing a headline like this, you must understand that these people, they have agenda. And the only agenda they have is to make sure that at your own expense, they are going to be called the first world country. They are going to be called the superpower at your own expense. When you are crying and hoping that these people are going to come for your aid, they are not ready to come for your aid. Nigeria can end up like Afghanistan. Now they give you Tekeno. Tekeno is going down to Imo State to fight IPOB, who is fighting terrorists in their land. To fight IPOB, who is fighting terrorists in their land. But those places where people are being displaced from their home, where the real deal is happening, where the ordeal is happening, they are not taking the token that America is giving to them to that place. The place where you find mass burial every day, they never took the token to those places. They are rather sending it to Imo State. 29 token arrived from America, right? Where are those token going? Why aren't they going to Sambisa Forest fighting Boko Haram? Why those Tokeno? Why are they not going to Plateau State fighting headers? Why those Tokeno are not going to Jos fighting headers? The same headers who killed the son of a senator in the north few days ago. They are not going to show it in the news, because even the senator himself is compromised. That's why I say whatever that is touching the innocent people on the ground, one day it is going to touch you political elites, because it never affected you. That's the reason why you still keep clamoring for one Nigeria. That's the reason why you still support evil. That's the reason why you see something that is plain and something that is that even a blind man could see, and you are calling it a false information. I want you to pay attention to this, man. Let's start with 2016. Pay attention to this man. in 2016, 2017, 2020. Maybe let's go back to another 2016. This is the same man who is going to defend you from the takeover that is about to happen from Nigeria being worse than Afghanistan. And then you don't have idea. No one is sponsoring you. You don't even have anything to fight like the Taliban did. You don't have anything. You do not have anything. Therefore, when they come in, they are going to swallow you up. They know the reason why. America know the reason why they gave up the fight in Afghanistan, because they knew that it is not only this Taliban that they are seeing on the ground that is the real problem there. They knew that it is not only the Taliban. I just don't want to mention, but they knew that it is not only the Taliban, because what is about to happen, because I know you never heard that Israel is actually planning on releasing a bomb, bombing the nuclear facility of Iran. They are planning to bomb the nuclear facility of Iran. So all those things that you are seeing that is being going on, I'm not gonna show you the video of that, but we are going to focus on the present thing at hand, which is making Africa better, trying to decolonize your mindset, making you to understand that these people, they will never help you, no matter how much you protest. The same people who are holding you on the ground, the same people are the same people you are crying for their help. The only thing they are going to do for you, they are going to pretend as if they are gonna do something. But believe you me, no one is doing anything. That's the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told you that the coming of Biafra is the last miracle on earth. And don't look at that miracle to think that the miracle is still far ahead of you. The miracle is at your doorstep. The miracle is at your doorstep. Only when you hear first world country declaring state of emergency, then you will know that the miracle is so close. But before then, we must continue the exposition of the power and the power of darkness. The exposition, sorry, not power of darkness, because they use that word to make sure that you, as a dark-skinned person, you have a self-hate, that you hate yourself. This is Islamization of the of Nigeria. We are trying to expose this Islamization of Nigeria. I am actually looking for a video of your real president in 2016. I'm actually looking for his speech in 2016 so that I will show you. Then you will just ask yourself, is it the same person who is going to defend you from what is going to, from these forces that is about to take over Nigeria? Because when you believe that these things that are happening in Nigeria is going to get better, it is only going to get worse. That's why I tell you there will be no 2023. Before 2023, Nigeria might be declared a state of emergency. Before 2023, if things that is you are seeing now, if you are not careful, if you are not paying attention, the people who are clamoring for one Nigeria, pay very good attention. I am going to show you. Okay, let's see this video. I don't know which year model is this one, but we are going to look at it anyway, if I don't find the one I am looking for.
That uppermost in your mind today is the economic crisis.
Let's pay
recession for
attention
many
to your dear
individuals
president.
and families.
As you can see, let's pay attention to your dear president in the year, I think, is it 2016? No, not 2020. Not 20. Yeah, this video was made in 2016. I forgot to take the screenshot of the year this video was made, but I know it was made in 2016 or thereabout. So let's pay attention to this video. I'm gonna show you different
Real.
other videos, then you
For
compare
some,
them yourself.
it means not being able to pay school fees. For others, it is not being able to afford the high cost of food, rice and millet, or the high cost of local or international travel. And for many of our young
2016,
people,
yes, I'm right.
the recession means
That's when the
joblessness.
president you voted in, when he was
Sometimes
talking,
after graduating
the real
from
president
university
which you
or
called
polytechnic.
in 2015.
I know how
This is
difficult
him.
things are and how rough business is. All my adult life, I have always earned a salary, and I know what it is like when your salary simply is not enough. In every part of our nation, people are making
2016.
incredible sacrifices. But let me say to all Nigerians today, I ran for office 4 times.
So let's fast track it. Let's move on. You have seen your president in
with
2016.
honesty and transparency.
The same man who is going
we
to
can
save you
stop
from
the
all
stealing
this catastrophe
of
that is coming.
Nigeria's resources, so that the resources could be used to provide jobs for our young people, security infrastructure for commerce, education,
I
and
just hope I
healthcare.
have this
I ran for office
video that I'm looking for.
because I know that good government is the only way to ensure prosperity.
Let's look at this.
Opportunity to say a word on the recent genuine concerns and agitations by Nigerians about the excessive use of force.
Which year
in
is
some
this
cases,
one?
Extrajudicial killings and wrongful conduct by men of the Nigerian police force.
Not this one.
The disbanding of SARS.
Oh, this is
only the
2020.
first step in our
This is
commitment
2020.
to extensive
I hope you are
police reform
comparing
in order to
the
ensure that
2016.
the primary duty of
Did
the
you see
police
the
and other law
2016?
enforcement
I hope you
agencies
are comparing them
remains the protection
if you are
of
paying
lives
attention.
and livelihoods of our people. We will also ensure that all those responsible for misconduct or wrongful acts are brought to justice.
This was the first
We also
man,
deeply
the first
regret
impersonator
the loss of life of the young man in Oyo State
before
during the
Yusuf
recent
took over.
demonstrations.
After Abba Kyari
I
died.
have directed that the circumstances of his death should be thoroughly investigated. Meanwhile, it is important to recognize that the vast majority of men and women of the police force are hardworking
This is
and
2021.
in performing their duties. The few bad eggs should not be
This is
allowed to
2016.
tarnish the image and reputation of the force.
2016. This is 2021. People get younger. I didn't know about that. But we must continue. We must continue. The reason why I'm actually showing you these things is for you to understand that when they refuse the the leader of Benue State say that they refuse him from seeing the president. That's the reason why I went back to make a research as per reason why they could refuse him, because they know that he say it as it is. He's saying it as it is. He wasn't going to hide it. That's exactly the reason why they refuse him from seeing Mr. President. They claim that they are going to make Mr. Autumn famous, a governor of the state, a governor. What fame does he want as a governor of his state, whom is loved by all the truthful people in Nigeria? What other fame does he want? Is he going to be needing from this government? Maybe we are going to find out. I am not sure if I have all the videos that I actually wanted to have here. But we are going to take it one step at a time. Just pay attention. Make sure you share this video, because I am going to show you something. You must take something home. You must understand that what we are doing, we are whiter than white, and we are whiter than snow. And we must continue. Meanwhile, it is 43 minutes on top of the hour. We are live and we are direct. We are live and we are direct. The most important topic that I am here to tell you today is that America is very, very interested in right now. America is very, very interested in Nigeria right now. That's the reason why they are giving you Tokeno. They are giving you Tokeno to destabilize the IPOB fight against the insurgency, because the only way they will be able to come in is when they make sure that you are not able to manage the insurgency. You are not able to manage to secure your land from terrorist group or terrorist organization rather. That's when they will come in. They will come as a rescue mission, and this rescue mission that they're going to come in, what is going to be the catch? That's what you're going to be asking yourself. Even though you've been protesting all over Europe, you've been protesting all over America, you've been protesting that they are killing you. The government of today is killing you, is supporting the headsmen, is supporting the terrorists to exterminate the people on the ground. And yet, America allowed Nigeria to buy a token from them to make sure that they will use it to destabilize the security that you are putting in place. But I know that the God of Israel, will never allow them to prevail. I know that the Chukwu Kikabiama will never allow them to prevail, because it is very important. It is very, very important that you know that you have an enemy. You do not have one enemy. You have millions of enemies. The whole world is against you. The whole world is against you. Do you know the reason why the whole world is against you? Because you have what they do not have. You have what they envy. That's the reason why the whole world is against you. There is actually, I am looking for this video. I am looking for this video so that I will show you. I will also show you exactly what is going on. You believe you have a president, some of you who sold their conscience in the presidency, some of you who sold their conscience believing that 2023 they are going to smell that seat. You are bluffing yourself. It is better you start coming clean right now and shame the devil, all this Southeast governor, It is true that you guys are saying that the young people, the young generation are not respecting the elders these days. Do you know the reason why the younger generation are no longer respecting the elders? The reason why the younger generation will never respect you as an elder, because respect, you see, so is reciprocal. Whatever you give, you shall receive. If you respect the people that voted you into power, if you respect the people who gave you the power to climb, they will respect you. But if you don't respect them, they will never respect you. In this way, where people are running away from their home and you expect respect to be coming from these people, you expect them to respect you, you can never eat your cake and still have it. These are people being displaced out of their home. While I am looking for the video that I'm going to show you, keep seeing that it is happening in the north, yet these volcanoes are going to the south. Why are they going to the south when the real deal is happening? The real ordeal is playing in the open in the north. Even a senator's offspring was killed, and yet it does not give Nigeria, all those people clamoring for one Nigeria, time to think. The same way it is going to be coming to all this leadership, one after the other, one after the other. The reason why I am not so worried about America, the reason why I'm not so worried about British, because whatever that is going to happen, whatever, the freedom of the people of Biafra is rest assured. That's the reason why I am not worried about all these things. They are giving you a fake sympathy. This is what they've been doing to you all their life, so that you will focus on the help that will come from them, instead of you focusing on fighting to defend your land. That's what they've been doing. They don't want Nigeria to be like Afghanistan. But yet, the British High Commission is there. United States High Commission is there. Seeing all the injustice play in the open. Seeing all the killings. Seeing all the extrajudicial killing. During the time of SARS, they were there. Even if the youth, that is to show you, if you don't rise up to fight for your right, you will never get anything. You must rise up to fight for your right. Otherwise, there will be nothing for you. When you rose up, when the youth of Nigeria rose up to say no to SARS, do you know what happened? What happened was SARS was disbanded because you rose up and you know that this is what belongs to you. Therefore, this is your power, and the power belongs to the people. And therefore, you must rise up and fight and get back your land. Listen to see your president. I think in this is in 2017. I want you to compare all this information that you are seeing. Compare all this video. Pay attention. Watch them again. Make sure you share this video, because this video must go viral. The world must understand what you are fighting for. The world must understand what you are going through.
Muhammadu Buhari, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and to invite him to address the Assembly.
This is 2017. This is 2017. This is called a forensic analysis.
Mr. President,
Look at him.
fellow heads of state and government, Mr. Secretary General, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my country, Nigeria, I congratulate you, Mr. President, on your election, and Mr. Guterres on his first General Assembly outing as our Secretary General. I assure you both of my country's solidarity and cooperation. You will indeed need the cooperation of all member states as we are meeting during extraordinary troubled and dangerous times. Let me also thank former Secretary General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, for his service to the United Nations and wish him peaceful retirement. Mr. President, the previous year has witnessed many far-reaching developments. Some of the most significant events include the Iran nuclear deal, the Paris Climate Change Agreement, and of grave concern, the North Korean nuclear crisis. Mr. President, I must also commend the United Nations' role in helping to settle thousands of innocent civilians caught in the conflicts in Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan.
There are many videos
In particular, we must collectively thank
I
the
am
government
actually looking for.
of the Federal Republic of Germany under the commendable leadership of Chancellor Angela Merkel and the government
Don't
of
forget,
Italy, Greece, and
this is
Turkey for assisting
2017,
hundreds of thousands of refugees
and this is now 20.
in an
21.
exemplary show of solidarity. The international community came together within my own region to assist the countries and communities in the Sahel and the Lake Chad regions to contain the threat posed by Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram. We thank the Security Council for visiting the countries of Lake Chad Basin to assess the security situation and humanitarian needs, and for pledging assistance.
I am going to
improve
send
lives and
an
livelihood.
invite link
Indeed, in Nigeria, we are
while I
providing
am
relief
looking for the video I'm
and
looking for,
humanitarian
in
assistance
case if you
to
want to
millions
come in.
in internally displaced
If you want to
camps.
come in,
And
or if
those
you have a question,
afflicted
you can even
with
write on the
terrorism,
comment box,
drought,
and I am
floods,
going to answer
and
you
other natural disasters.
your questions. Throw it on your comment box,
In the
or
last
you
year,
click the link
The international community
come in
came together
and
to
ask your
focus on the
question
need
directly.
for gender equality, youth empowerment, social inclusion, and the promotion of education, creativity, and innovation. The frontiers of good governance, democracy, including holding free and fair elections, and the enthronement of the rule of law are expanding everywhere, especially in Africa. Our faith in democracy remains firm and unshaken. Our regional organization, ECOWAS, came together to uphold democratic principles in the Gambia as we had done previously in Côte d'Ivoire. Through our individual national efforts, state institutions are being strengthened to promote accountability and to combat corruption and asset recovery. These can only be achieved through the international community cooperating and providing critical assistance and material support. We shall also cooperate in addressing the growing transnational crimes such as forced labor, modern-day slavery, human trafficking, and cyber crime. Mr. President, these cooperative efforts should be sustained. We must collectively devise strategies and mobilize the required responses to stop fleeing ISIS fighters from mutating and infiltrating into the Sahel and the Lake Chad Basin, where there are insufficient resources and the response capacity is weak. This will require strong United Nations cooperation with regional organizations such as the African Union, in conflict prevention and management. The United Nations should continue to take primary leadership of the maintenance of international peace and security by providing, in a predictable and sustainable manner, adequate funding and other enablers to regional initiatives and peacekeeping operations authorized by the Security Council.
Yeah, let's continue. I think I found one of the videos that I'm looking for. Because they always want to show the world exactly what they want to show the world. They don't want to show the world what is happening. But we are going to show the world what is happening. We are not going to relent. We are not going to relent. We must show the world exactly what is happening. Just like the great man, the Governor Autumn, is doing. I hope I have this video. I believe some of these videos are not going to play because they are SDK. Unfortunately, the video will not be able to play because it is in a different format. It is in a different format. So what I am going to do is that I am going to analyze what is in that video. Because this thing that I'm going to say to you, it is something that happened in Biafra land. It is something that happened in Biafra land. Because this is the reason why I wanted to show you. This is the reason why I say that it is quite important for the people on the ground to be well informed. It is very, very important for the people on the ground to be very well informed. If you are not informing them, those Fulani army of conquest will go into the land of Biafra, into those rural areas, those remote areas. They are going to go there and they are going to convince these people. And they are going to use their people to stage like what they did in exactly the same video that I was looking for. When they went there, they shot people dead and they made sure that they called the community and they made sure that they convinced the community that these guys, they are criminals. And then one of them, there is something many people don't understand. They don't understand that some of these Fulanese, they even speak Biafra language. Like something that happened, those people who were shooting, I didn't even see what they were shooting. They were saying they are from somewhere in Biafra land, that they are the security or whatever. Those are staged things. Whatever they are doing, those things were staged. Like what the military were showing these people they shot at, and the other one was confessing that his mother told him he was doing IPOP. So, in all these things they are saying, none of them is adding up. I like to use the video to make sure that I tell you this and I explain it to you in a language, in a way that you will be able to understand it. Because without the video, you might not be able to understand what I am looking for. I'm going to post that video. I am going to post that video after this broadcast, when the guy on the ground was saying, I used to do IPUB. I used to do this. My mom told me not to come. So all these things are utter rubbish. All these things are utter rubbish. There is this criminal element. There is this criminal element amongst the Fulanis. Fulanis, they can speak a mother language. That's why so many of these people in the remote area, in rural area, they need to be informed. Because when this Fulani army of conquest will come as if they are coming to help a community, rather they are coming to exterminate the gallant boys. They are coming to exterminate the people, the youth of that community. When they stage one scene there, the community will get carried away and be believing that they are being protected, because this community, those rural area, they don't have access to internet, they don't have access to electricity, therefore they are less informed. The most important thing is that you keep these people updated one way or the other. Make sure that you inform them, because if you are not informing them, they are going to make a mistake. If you are not educating them on what is coming, on what they must do, they are going to keep making mistakes. That's why I say that all the leadership in IPOB, you need to put a plan. You need to put in place a contingency plan to make sure that everybody on the ground is well informed, to avoid this military brainwashing them, brainwashing the community, making them to believe that innocent people are indeed criminals. There is blood flowing everywhere in Nigeria. Blood flowing everywhere in Nigeria. And yet, governors, yet leadership, they are busy clamoring for 2023. That's most thing that is very important to them. They are not seeing people dying. They are not seeing anything, because they want 2023 slot. That's only thing they are thinking about. And yet, all these uninformed people will be given 1,500 rand, or 500 naira, sorry. They will be giving them 1,500 grand to make sure that they are going to come out in their number to camouflage as if everything is all right. The reason why they are doing that is because they are not informed. If you inform them, if you tell them these people are up to this and the other people are up to that, you will find them cooperating. You will find them not paying attention to this Fulani army of conquest. And the people in Imo State, you make sure that you keep your security tight, because all this token that America released to Nigeria, it is only to destabilize the security that you have put in place in the southeast. And secondly, the reason why all these volcanoes are going to Imo State is for them to use it to defend Hope Uzodinma, for championing their cause, for championing the atrocities that they are doing. That's why it's always Imo State first. That is why it is always Imo State first. If the people in the South, if you don't rise up now to fight for your land, the people who are going to take over your land, you might be thinking that your Fulani friends, for those of you who call yourself the Islam, for those of you who call yourselves the Muslim, you believe that they are your friend. These people, those people who converted, or those people whom long time ago something happened and they come into the Biafra land, and you believe that these people are indeed Biafra people, and you are expecting them to do something different. You are expecting them to condemn what is going on in Biafra land. The only thing they will keep telling you is that you don't have a respect. Why would you give a person who give access to people who are killing you? Why would you respect them? Respect works both ways. The same people who will give people maybe 500 grand or 1,500 grand just to come out to protest, to sabotage what you are doing. Why would you pay respect to them? Why would you respect them? The same president whom is changing from being old to being young, why would you respect this type of people? If I may ask, those people who call themselves the elder statesmen, those people who call themselves the Juanes Ndibo, those people who call themselves different name, how do you want these young people to respect you? When you created SARS, SARS killed many of them. Now men are killing many of them, are killing them, and yet you are still not even calling it what it is, calling this government a terrorist organization. You are not calling it what it is, and you expect people to respect you. How can you respect this man who is bringing in things that will destroy his land, that will kill his people, and you expect me to call this man honorable? And you expect me to call this man anything better than this guy? How do you want me to respect you, leadership of Africa, when you are not respecting the people who gave you the power, when you don't understand that power belongs to the people? I just want to show you a video. This video, I played it yesterday, but I noticed that my broadcast, I did not start it in the time I supposed to start it. How do we respect you when you don't respect yourself? How do you expect people to respect you when people are dying, when people are running helter-skelter, when people are being displaced out of their home, when people are being burnt alive? How do you want people to respect you? That's what I am asking you. This is when you talk about people that deserve respect, even though they are not getting it. People, leaders of the world who deserve respect. Watch this video.
Let me take the one question from the most interesting guy that I know in the press. That's you.
Mr. President, there had not been a U.S. service member killed in combat in Afghanistan since February of 2020. You set a deadline, you pulled troops out, you sent troops back in, and now 12 Marines are dead. You said the buck stops with you. Do you bear any responsibility for the way that things have unfolded in the last 2 weeks?
I bear responsibility for fundamentally all that's happened of late.
Are you listening to the people who deserves people respect, even though they are not getting it? He bear responsibilities for what? At least he accepts it. But none of these leaders in the zoological republic you call Nigeria today, in the contraption of British, that ever accepted their mistake, that ever accepted that they have done wrong thing. They're always on top of the game. They're always right. You can never prove them wrong. And you can never say anything wrong about them. They will look for you, they will exterminate you. But when the terrorists are busy terrorizing you, killing the people whom they're supposed to be saving, they will give terrorists a cattle route. They will ask you, governors of the South, to make sure that you put in place a cattle route for open grazing, or open grazing route for the terrorists who are killing you. And you expect these people to pay attention. You expect people to respect you. These are the people who deserve people's respect, even though they are not getting it. They haven't killed anybody. You cannot ask any leadership in Nigeria a question like this. You can never do that.
You
Who
know,
born you?
I
Who
wish
is
you
your
one
father?
day say these things. You know as well as I do that the former president made a deal with the Taliban that he would get all American forces out of Afghanistan by May 1. In return, the commitment was made, and that was a year before. In return, he was given a commitment that the Taliban would continue to attack others, but would not attack any American forces. Remember that? I'm being serious. No, I'm asking you a question. Because before... No, wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. Is that accurate, to the best of your knowledge? What?
It is only in Nigeria that this man came to Channel TV. He was interviewed in Channel TV. Only in Nigeria, this man was interviewed in Channel TV. Oh, I no longer have the picture here. The man, the naval commando or the naval intelligence was interviewed in Channel TV, and then Channel TV was indicted. Even though that news, when we began to advocate, when we began to talk about it, I don't know what happened, if they are still carrying on with the case. So, what is it that you are respecting these people for? These people, look at the leaders of the world who deserve respect, who even go out of their way to take over people's countries, to take over people's resources, to make sure that the people of their people are living, not surviving. And yet they are not getting that respect. Just pay attention to a question which this journalist asked this man that made him, he maintained his cool. You cannot ask this question to ordinary aviation minister. You cannot even ask this question to a minister. Talk more of asking this question to a governor. Talk more of asking this question to your president that you elected into power. You cannot do that. You will be killed like animal. Look at this.
Do you think that people have an issue with pulling out of Afghanistan or just the way that things have happened?
I think they have an issue that people are likely to get hurt. Some, as we've seen, have gotten killed, and that it is messy. The reason why, whether my friend will acknowledge it or has reported it, the reason why there were no attacks on Americans, as you said, from the date until I came into office, was because...
When last did your president give you account of what he's been doing since 2015 when he was elected to the office? When last did he give you account? It does not happen in Nigeria because you respect these people so much. You call them uncle, you call them president, you call them God. That's why they are being your God. The people who have the highest, the superpower of the world, the president of the first world country is being thrown question at just by an ordinary journalist. And yet, he maintained his cool. He answered their question. He even wanna cry because he knows that he owed them one. He knows that he owed them one. That's the reason why they are going to come to take over your country, because they need to replace what they've been receiving in Afghanistan. It might not make sense to you. It might not make sense to you. It is coming. It is coming. It is either you divide what the creation of British, that is called the contraption called Nigeria. If you don't make people go back to their root and then answer their name and then decide what they want to do next, these people are going to be using you guys against yourselves. I want you to pay attention to what this man is going to say right now. I want you to pay very good attention so that you will understand the same thing they did in 1914 in Nigeria. The same thing you will hear what they did in Afghanistan. I want you to pay attention, because the reason why we are giving you a forensic analysis of this, so that those of you who does not have understanding, you will be able to understand it. Pay attention. Pay very good attention.
The commitment was made by President Trump. I will be out by May 1st. In the meantime, you agree not to attack any Americans. That was the deal. That's why no American was attacked.
A few days ago, you said you squarely stand by your decision to pull out.
Yes, I do. Because look at it this way, folks. And I have another meeting for real. But imagine where we'd be if I had indicated,
Pay attention.
on May the 1st, I was not going to renegotiate a evacuation date. We were going to stay there. I'd have only one alternative: pour thousands of more troops back into Afghanistan to fight a war that we had already won relative to why the reason we went in the first place. I have never been of the view that we should be sacrificing American lives to try to establish a democratic government in Afghanistan.
If you are not paying attention, this is where I want you to pay very good attention. Then you compare what he is saying to what is happening in Nigeria today, since 1960, since 1914, when the contraption was created. Pay very good attention.
A country that has never once in its entire history been a united country and is made up, I don't mean this in a derogatory, made up of different tribes.
It is made up of different tribes. Let me play it again so that you will pay attention, you will make use of the knowledge you are grasping tonight.
A country that has never once in its entire history been a united country and is made up, I don't mean this in a derogatory, made up of different tribes who have never, ever, ever gotten along with one another.
Made up of different types of people who has never gotten along with one another. Are you paying attention? Made up of people who have never gotten along with one another. What is going on in Nigeria? Let me play it again for those of you who join now to understand it very well. Then you will ask yourself what is going on in Nigeria and why no one is doing anything about it, because they know that there are people who cannot understand themselves, who will never understand themselves, and the more they are kept together, the more it is in the benefit of the first world country. Africa, you need to wake up.
A country that has never once in its entire history been a united country and is made up, I don't mean this in a derogatory, made up of different tribes who have never, ever, ever gotten along with one another. And so, as I said before, and this is the last comment I'll make, we'll have more chance to talk about this, unfortunately, beyond, because we're not out yet. If Osama bin Laden, as well as Al-Qaeda, had chosen to launch an attack when they left Saudi Arabia out of Yemen, would we have ever gone to Afghanistan? Even though the Taliban completely controlled Afghanistan at the time, would we have ever gone? I know it's not fair to ask you questions.
That's how they are going to come to Nigeria. They have given you volcanoes. And apparently those volcanoes are going into the hands of the terrorists. And when these volcanoes go into the hands of the terrorists, they will have a reason to come and stay in Nigeria, to bring their military to come and station in Nigeria. They are, the strategies of these people. They give it to you in advance for you to know that this is coming. This is coming because they know that our people We don't pay attention. We cannot read books. We cannot read what is written. Rather, we want people to be the one reading it for us. And when they are reading it for you, they are misguiding you. But if you paid attention, they say that in the history of Afghanistan, there are the people whom are different people which are being together. They will never understand each other. What is happening in Nigeria? Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. Have there ever been peace in Nigeria? Rather than marginalization, people are being killed. That's the same thing. And they are telling you that Afghanistan was taken over by terrorists. Okay, let me play it again so that I don't make mistake.
Arabia out of Yemen, would we have ever gone to Afghanistan?
No, you wouldn't have gone to Afghanistan because you created things that will make you go to Afghanistan. That's exactly what happened. And you went to Afghanistan. The only thing that is constant in life is nothing but a change. That change is what took place in Afghanistan. And that change is what's supposed to take place in Nigeria right now. If it does not take place in Nigeria right now, do you know what you are going to be? You are going to see a security challenge that you have never seen before. And then the first world country will come to fight for you. And what will be the catch? The catch is that they will control your resources. It is true that the British is already controlling it. And if you check the history of Afghanistan, the British was given Afghanistan 21 years ago. British has been in charge of Afghanistan 21 years ago. So now they are coming. They are coming. If you believe that these same people who does not have your interest at heart are going to come to fight for you, that's why Nigeria leadership is confidently doing what they are doing. The reason why they are keep doing it because you are not standing to fight for your right. You are not standing to say no to this tyranny. You are not standing to fight to make sure that your land is secured. If not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that's why I say, oh God, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the Messiah to all Nigerian people. If God never sent him to educate you, if God never sent him to enlighten you, if God never sent him to tell you this in a language that you will understand, in a language that it will piss you off. And when something pisses you off, you will be forced to understand the reason why this thing is pissing you off. Then you will be forced to change if you are not ignorant. Because what is going to swallow you in that contraption called Nigeria is ignorant. It is nothing but ignorant. When they are coming up to tell you to act like they care for you, they don't give a damn about you. You are a black man. They don't give a damn about you. Will they give a damn about you and they brought you religion that will keep you under captivity, that will tell you respect your elders? The same people who give you brought this religion that will tell you you must call your everybody by uncle, brother, uncle, sister, auntie, and all these things in their land. They are not doing the same. That's why they will call President Biden and question him and ask him exactly what they want to know. And he must give account to what people want to know. But will you ever call President Buhari to give you account of what this security challenges, why it is carrying on, and where it is coming from? He does not have that power. He does not have that time. Because you are nothing. You must respect him. When you respect people too much, they will definitely take advantage of you. And when you realize they are taking advantage of you, you want to challenge them. It is already too late. The only thing they are going to do is to make sure that you go down, because they don't want to lose that respect that you have for them. That's why I keep telling you, anybody who is in your community who claim that they have arrived, don't pay attention to them. Do not pay attention to them. Pay attention to your freedom fighting. Pay attention to your freedom fighting. Don't you ever think that just paying attention to these people instead of paying attention to your freedom fighting, that they are going to remember you and pinpoint you and say, come and take 1 million naira. It will never work like that. Because the only thing they will keep doing is to make sure that you keep chasing after a shadow instead of paying attention to the things that will destroy you. Instead of, if these people were paying attention to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will not find themselves in this situation. If they paid attention when he was crying, they will never run helter skelter today. They never paid attention. Here, and the same thing that is happening to Hope Uzodimma. At the end of the day, do you know the fate of Hope Uzodimma? Maybe in 2023. Do you know the faith of this man? Maybe in 2023 or before 2023 or after 2023. Because he knows that he's a gunner. And those who kill by sword must surely die by sword. Those who sell their people must surely be sold. That is how it is. You pay attention to these people so much. You respect these people so much. That's the reason why you are running. Some of you are living in the bush. That's the reason why some of you does not have a home, because you pay attention to these people so much. You leave what you're supposed to do for yourself, and you allow people who are self-centered, who are wicked, whom their wickedness is rusting like iron. You allow them to keep making a delicate decision the same way the many people, those Igbos who call themselves the Northern Igbos, that's allowing them, and those pastors of these Christian pastors who call themselves they are in the north, you are in the east, this and that. The time is now for them to know that they are in the north, where their enemy, in the lion's den, in the den of their enemy. The time is now for them to realize it. That is why you are going to be burnt. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told you, go back to your root, go back to your land, because he foresaw these things. You never paid attention because you believe you know better. Make sure you share this video. This gospel must reach everybody on the ground. This gospel must reach everybody on the ground. We must continue. Let's finalize what the almighty American president is telling us. Let's finalize it before we come back to this.
Even though the Taliban completely controlled Afghanistan at the time, would we have ever gone? I know it's not fair to ask you questions, it's rhetorical, but raise your hand if you think we should have gone and given up thousands of lives and tens of thousands of wounded. Our interest in going was to prevent al-Qaeda from reemerging, first to get bin Laden, wipe out al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, prevent that from happening again. As I've said 100 times, terrorism is metastasized around the world. We have greater threats coming out of other countries, a heck of a lot closer to the United States. We don't have military encampments there. We don't keep people there. We have over-the-horizon capability to keep them from going after us. Ladies and gentlemen, it was time to...
That's how they are coming to bring you their military, to keep it there, to keep their military closer to you. That's how it happens. There will be once there is a smoke, it means that there is fire there. That is exactly what it is. Once there is smoke, it means there is fire there. There is something I saw that your president was signing today about enrolling people who are graduate or something like that. I cannot. I'm actually looking for that the headline or the write-ups so that I will be able to analyze it to you. But unfortunately, I cannot see it. So maybe I'll see it tomorrow. We'll be able to treat it and talk about it tomorrow. So let's touch on this, because the most important thing is that you people of Biafra, you need to be supportive to one another. You must be supportive to one another. That's the only way you are going to thrive. That's the only way you are going to win. You need to be supportive to one another. In the leadership of IPOB, you need to wake up. You need to buckle your shoes, because the real battle is about to come. The real battle is about to come. You need to hold on. You need to make sure that you hold on until God will send the Messiah. You need to hold on. It is in a very short time, but if you lose focus on your tidings, you will lose it forever. Because heaven help those who help themselves. If you don't hold on, if you don't remain formidable, uncompromisable, for those of you who literally sold your Messiah, for those of you who literally acted as a Judas in this struggle that made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the voice of freedom, the perception shifter, to be incarcerated today. Those of you, your faith, I am going to tell you the faith that you are going to face. What you are going to face. You put Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in incarceration. You are going to die like Judas Iscariot. You are going to die. As long as you have a hand, I don't care if it is coming from leadership, but we don't need to emphasize on that, because you guys know yourself. All you need to do is to make sure that the people on the ground right now are informed and stop this media junk that you guys are pushing. Let the people on the ground support ESN, support what they are doing. They are the only people who will safeguard the land. They are your grounders. They are your grounders. They are your ground messiahs. You will never go back to Biafra land without ESN. For those of you whom are closing the account, for those of you whom are taking the money that belongs to these people, you will never go back to your home without these people. And without your home, you are doomed. I read the book of Isaiah 13. Read it. Maybe read it from 1 to number 15. You will know the value of your home. For those of you who are not understanding what ESN stands for, what ESN is doing, these people are sacrificing their life to make sure that your land is safe. And yet people gathered money. Some of you who believe that you work for Zoological Republic government, yet you took this money for yourselves. You took this money, or maybe you reported the account just because you are being bribed, just because you are promised to be protected, or you can take the money. You can never win, because whatever this is, what we are doing is a spiritual thing. Those of you who does not understand that what we are doing is more spiritual than physical, because the law of Exodus, which you abandoned very many years ago, is the same thing that is hunting you, and the same law is the only thing that is going to save you. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Who is your neighbor? The Biafran next to you. Who is your neighbor? The Biafran next to you. That is your neighbor. Fulani Herdsmen is not your neighbor. The law of Exodus. You must go back to the law of Exodus. For those of you who believe in Christianity and say you have made away with the law, that's the reason why God does not heed your prayer. God does not answer your prayer because you are an Israelite and you are following the Edomite. You are following the law given to you by the Edomite nation. And that's why they are ruling over you. And that's why they are coming. That's why they're releasing Tokeno to use to fight against you, because you are their slaves. As long as you keep promoting anything they are doing, as long as you keep promoting their religion, as long as you keep promoting their culture, you are nothing. You don't belong anywhere. You are under them, and you will be under them all your life if you do not change your approach. I am talking to the whole people of Africa. If you don't change your approach, if you don't change the way you think, if you don't change the way you reason, it is very important for you to know where you belong, because your identity is your greatness. Your identity is whom you are. Your identity is your freedom. That's what they don't want you to go back to. Otherwise, they are going to take over your land. You can never trust your lives with these people. You can never trust your life with these people. These are wicked people. They will never change from their wickedness. Rather, they are going to get worse. They are going to get worse. When you think that they are changing, you will not know that they are not changing. They are just wanting for you to come out in number, because they know that if you do not come out on the day of election, Nigeria is doomed. That's why it looks like so many of them are championing your cause. They are not actually championing your cause. The only thing they are doing is to make sure that they deceive you one more time. And when they deceive you one more time, you are going to suffer in the next 35 years. If they deceive you, when you come together and say, we are not coming out, you can go to the polling station, vote for yourself, vote yourselves in, because our decision does not matter. Our decision, if your decision ever mattered, do you think that these people will be treating you like dogs? Do you think that these people will be burying you like animals? Do you think there will be a mass burial everywhere around Nigeria if your decision ever mattered to them? Do you think that you will be seeing this today? If your decision ever mattered to them, you will not be seeing this. But because you don't matter, the only thing that matters is Fulani and their cows, to make sure that they keep exterminating you. The more they reduce you, the more they instill fear in you, the more you respect them blindly. These people matter to them more than you, the terrorists. That's why they're giving them food parcel. But the havoc they caused is not corrected. The people that they take away from their homes is not taken back to their homes, but yet they are giving them food parcels. So my African people, great Biafran all over the world, wake up. Our black people in America, wake up. Begin to trace back your origin. Most of your origin, you'll find it in Biafra land. Most of your origin, you'll find it in Biafra land. There you are, the lost sheep. You are the lost tribe of House of Israelite. You need to start putting measures to come and help your people to fight for your identity, because you remain in your comfort zone in America. You remain in your comfort zone in different Western world without tracing back your origin. You are in the land of aliens. You are in aliens land and you are in your comfort zone. It is time for you to bring the technology. It is time for you to bring what you have known all these years that you have been through slavery. It is time for you to bring it home and come to help your people. Because otherwise, in that land, you are going to be dashed, because anybody who is found with them shall be trusted, shall be killed with the fierce and anger of God. It is imminent. For those of you who believe that Africa is a scary place, for those of you who believe there is nothing good that will come out of Africa, you are hearing that nothing good will ever come out of Africa. You never tried. And as it's okay, have you ever imagined Rihanna is from Barbados? Today she said her mama told her that she's Igbo. All of you have your origin, your root in Igbo land, some in Oduduwa. That's how it is. You need to go back and fix where you come from. It is not that scary. America might be more scary than that. It's just that you hear a lot of news, bad news about where you come from. With you and the people on the ground, you can fix it. That regardless of whom you are, as long as you're a black man, you need to support ESN, because actualization of Biafra, and the actualization of Biafra is the freedom to all black people on earth. Actualization of Biafra and the destruction of that name called Nigeria, that contraption, to make sure that you erase that contraption. Once you erase that contraption called Nigeria, the whole black race will realize that they are indeed unique and they need to come together to fight their common enemy, which are those invaders, which are those wanderers. According to the book of Genesis, they are wanderers. They wander from places to place. If you remember, God promised these people that their children will be blessed. The same way their children are blessed, the Arab nation, because they were married to white people. Their generation was married to Edomite, which is the white people from Europe, and they made Arab nation. Their children are blessed today, but they are not blessed because they are not given the mandate to be blessed. They are called the wanderers. That's why they don't want ranching. That's why they don't want anything to do with civilization. The only thing they want to be is nomadic people. They will keep being the nomadic people. What you are thinking is not what they are thinking. Because these people are thirsty for blood all the time. They want to kill because they are more like animal. You are a human. What are you doing with people who don't think like you? And you call yourself a leader. The leaders of Africa, wake up. The leaders of Biafra, wake up. The leaders of Southern Nigeria, wake up. The leaders of Oduduwa, wake up. The leaders of Arewa, wake up. Arewa, I believe you are the Hausas, the real Pharaoh, the Egyptians, those who ruled the world before. And you are allowing these wanderers to ruin your life, to displace you from your homes. Just because of religion, you believe that you can never do without these people. They are people. Maybe you see every other people as an infidel, but you can see they don't care about you. They only care about their people, Fulani people. if you don't change your approach, if you don't change the way you reason, you are going to be standing. You are going to be sitting on your comfort zone. You will find yourselves in these bushes. If you make it out alive from your place, you are going to find yourself here, just like these people. You can see it is not religious war. It is takeover war that you are engaging into. It is not about religious war. It is takeover war. When Mazen Namde Kanu told you that the people, the Somalian Al-Shabaab is coming to Nigeria, you never paid attention. But what is confusing me is that, do you know the reason why Kenya were able to help Nigeria? Because Kenya, if you go there, in Kenya, you'll find more Somalians in Kenya. And then these people, more Islam in Kenya, more Muslim people in Kenya. I think because in Kenya you find Somalians, you find Ethiopians. Ethiopians are actually few, but the Somalians are a lot. That's why they must support this agenda of taking over Nigeria as long as they are allies, they are Muslim. The other ones are infidel, but they don't understand. They have created enemy with God. Kenyan people, if any of you is listening, you need to start atoning for your sins. You have made enemy with God. You have no idea. That's why in the book of Romans 9:13, God say, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Is there unrighteousness with God? No, God forbid. There is never unrighteousness with God. He chose to love whom he chose to love. And when you chose to hate whom he chose to love, you are doomed. If you chose to hate whom he chose to love, you are automatically doomed. Let me read some comments here before we are going to be bringing this program to an end. Whenever we have a message, we must deliver it that our people may be free all around the world. Someone sent a link. I am not sure what that link is all about. I am not sure what that link is all about because I'm not able to click on it. Let me take some comment. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be delivered like Daniel in lion's den. Then all that led him and those holding him captive will be swallowed, like what happened to the instigators in that era. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is carrying the cross of Biafra right now. You know, the calling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is quite different from the calling of Daniel. The calling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is more like the calling of Jesus Christ. It's more like the calling of Jesus Christ. Because remember, not even after they have killed Jesus Christ, they killed a lot of his disciples. They used their head to actually build the church in Rome that you are championing today. So, but those are the topic for another day. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is more like he's doing more like the work of Jesus Christ. He's actually paving way for the Messiah to come, because the coming of Messiah is the actualization of Biafra, the kingdom. Let thy kingdom come, for thy will to be done on earth as it is done in heaven. The kingdom that will come, that the son of David, the son of man, the tribe of David, will sit on the seat That's why they say that the Igbo people does not have a king, because the only person who is going to be their king is Christ. Christ, the king of Igbos, Christ, the king of Israelites. That's why there is no leaders. That's why there is no leadership in Biafra land, because the only person who will sit in the leadership position is no one but Christ. I don't see much comment, but I have confidence in God that God will not let us down this time. God will not let you down. Do you know how? If you don't want God to let you down, the only thing you need to do is to love thy neighbor. That's the only thing He wants from you. Love thy people. When you see your fellow Biafran in distress, you help them up. But remember, while you are helping them, the Bible says, don't be too righteous while perishing yourself. Because do you know the reason why the Bible used that metaphor as well? The reason why the Bible used that metaphor is because there are people, when you want to help them, they want to take advantage. They see you helping them as weakness because they are not used to being helped, or they don't have conscience of helping anybody. But the only thing that will make you to achieve what we are fighting for is love thy neighbor. Who is your neighbor? The Biafrans. Who is the neighbor for Oduduwas? The Oduduwas. Who is the neighbor for Fulani? The Fulanis. That's why they are protecting their interest. That's why they are building railway from Nigeria to Niger Republic when there is no good road in Nigeria itself. They are loving their neighbors. They understand the precept of that love thy neighbor. They understand that precept of the law of Exodus. You know, there is something I was actually telling people recently, that this new world order that you see that is about to emerge, the new world order, it is going to be bringing all the religion together. You know, if you can understand that the book that you are using is incomplete, because this book, when these invaders came, they took the scroll, they made it, they created the ones they want to propagate. Islam, they took the one they want to propagate. The Tamil people, they took the ones they want to propagate. Each religion, they took the ones they want to propagate. That's why they believe that when they create new world order, it is going to make them to enslave you. But the only thing it is going to do, it is going to bring the whole book together, that the power of the book may manifest. When all the books are together, when all the books come together, then you will see the power of scroll, because it will be complete. Because every invaders, every Vikings, or they took the ones that they would be able to use to create their own religion. They put their metaphor plus the metaphor God used to, plus the metaphor which is used to write the scroll, that it is very difficult for you to understand. But this will be the end of our program tonight. It is going to be the end of our program tonight. We are going to close it with prayer, actually. Now, the prayer that the Lord Jesus Christ taught us how to pray in the book of Matthew 7. You say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is done in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespass, and forgive us our trespass as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from all evil, for thou is the kingdom, for the power of thy glory forever and ever. When God talk about you forgiving those who sin against you, he is talking about you forgiving your brother, your Biafran brother. If you are Oduduwa, forgiving your brother that sinned against you. He is not telling you to forgive Fulani. He is not telling you to forgive any other person. He's talking about your people. As you forgive those who sin against you. That's why, even with everything Rochas or is it Ojus or Carl did, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu still advocate for his release. And those people are still going to turn against him. This is the type of love that prayer talks about. For those of you who are confused, but from me and to you, it is good night. If we have a message tomorrow, we are going to come back with it. But for now, stay safe, remain formidable, uncompromisable. Love from me to all the freedom fighters in the world, to all the tribe of Judas in the world, all the Israelites in the world. Good night.